Hello. Today I'm gonna make homemade chocolate chips. My daughter is gluten-free and lactose intolerant, so I'm gonna make homemade chocolate chips for her, easily accessible. So if I'm not here to cook for her, which she is completely independent, she can cook for herself. But she can just put these in whatever she's baking that day. So I'm gonna start with first of all, I'm going to put the coconut oil in here and melt it. I need just under a fourth of a cup of coconut oil melted. So I'm going to do that in here. And then I'm going to add an eighth of a cup of the powdered sugar. And then I'm going to add a half a cup of the powdered cocoa. And we're going to whisk that together. We're going to get a piping bag, or I'm just going to use a Ziploc. Cut a small hole in the tip and put them on a cookie sheet lined with parchment paper and put them in the fridge. So I'm going to show you the process. It's quite simple. I'm not sure how the chocolate chips are going to turn out. I am not a baker or a confections maker. I am a home cook, but I'm going to do this because why not? Got that melted. An eighth of a cup of cocoa or confectioner's sugar. And a half a cup of cocoa. And you gonna mix that up. So mix. Look at how beautiful that is. And so now I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc or piping bag, and I'm gonna make tiny little chocolate chips. They're either gonna look like the chocolate chips you get at a store, or they're just gonna be like little nibs. Either way, they're gonna be put in a measurable amount. Shape. So you can measure the shapes. I don't know. Just watch. Follow along. Follow, like, and share, yo. See how I put this plastic Ziploc around? It's like 3-ounce glass. Put it in there. Then just use a spatula to get the rest out. Then you're just going to drop it onto the parchment paper. This is going to need 2 hands, and that is a little liquidy, so I'm thinking we're not going to get the perfect chips, but they're still going to get hard. And like I said, they'll be in a form of, you can measure how much you need. This is what I did, and now I'm going to put it in the fridge for a little bit, let them harden. Now that these have been in the fridge for, I don't know, like 15 minutes, not even. Look. They're little nibs, they're just little. You can use as many as you need for your recipe. And these will stay like this, in this form, in this shape, as long, ooh, it's already melted, as long as you keep it in the refrigerator, because coconut oil does melt at room temperature. And so you can measure out how many you need and go from there. Have a great day. Thanks for being with me and watching this. Bye. By the way, these little dairy-free semi-sweet mini chips, these were $7.99 for a bag. So all it did is take me a little bit of my time and a little bit of ingredients that probably actually only cost me $1 to make all that. So there you go.